Hey, what is up? And welcome to one of my parts in a series reviewing this past card show that I attended as a dealer. Now, I did a review on Sunday morning on my YouTube channel. It was Hobby Evolution episode 571. I was recapping the Northern Illinois card show in Rockford. And I talked about some of the pluses to my show. Go back and you can watch that video. But today I'm going to share how I found a $400 card and paid only 25 cents. It can happen. Now, this is a super rare occurrence, but it can happen. So I know we have short attention spans, so I want to get right off the bat. Where is it? This is what I found in a quarter box, in a 25-cent box. It's a Ronald Acuna 2019 Topps opening day rookie gold cup super short print rally time. Now the last one of these sold in, I believe, March on eBay for $400. And yes, this was in a 25-cent box. Full disclosure, it wasn't even in a penny sleeve. This card was not in a penny sleeve. Now, before you get upset and say, well, did you tell the dealer that he had a $400 card in a 25-cent box? No, I didn't. Here's why. I didn't know it was a $400 card. I was looking through, and as I always do, I look through these bargain boxes because I'm looking to find $5 cards, $10 cards, and every once in a while, I'll find a $50 to $100 card in a bargain box for 50 cents, 25 cents, $1. I saw this Ronald Acuna. Now, right off the bat, for me, a low-end, low-dollar seller on eBay, I know right away it's Ronald Acuna. It'll move for at least $1.50 free shipping. It's a rookie gold cup. I might get $2, $2.50. But something about it looked unique. And full disclosure, I don't know anything about Topps opening day. I don't know anything about rally time. But it did look like a unique card. It didn't look like a $400 card, but I knew that, hey, if it's a short print, I might be able to get $10 out of it, maybe $20 if I'm lucky. So I pulled it out, again, not even in a penny sleeve, and I pulled it with a bunch of other cards. So I'm going to share some of the other cards now that were in this quarter box. There were a bunch of like low-end autographs, some Sage Hit Football, Sean Price. There was this Mike Napoli Diamond Anniversary from 2011 Topps. There were some of these, a lot of basically dollar autos, but for 25 cents, you can't beat that price. A Ramos Ottoman, that goes into my Cubs PC. This was actually pretty beat up. It's actually got a big crease. It's going to go into my quarter box. So sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Mike Dunleavy, this one actually is in good shape. This was actually the first card. This was what kept me looking. I saw this and I'm like, hey, Danny Cannell, Bowman's Best autograph in a quarter box all day. What else was it? I love these ticket, Rookie Authentics ticket, Brendan Haywood. And by the way, look at that. It's got Michael Jordan. I didn't even realize that until just now. Michael Jordan is on that card. There was a Calvin Johnson numbered to 1350. And again, all of these were in the 25-cent box. A couple of Taylor Wards. We've got a Shohei Ohtani, and I believe that's a rookie year card. So some of that kind of stuff. And again, this is a $400 card that I paid 25 cents for. Again, I didn't know it was a $400 card. Not until I took it back to my, I paid. So, and here's how it all went down. So I pulled these cards. I didn't even count the cards. I went through the boxes. I had a table set up. So there were a couple people at my table. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to wrap this up. So I just handed the pile of cards to the dealer. The dealer went through. So he saw, didn't think anything, kind of like me, like, oh, hey, that's probably a good price for a quarter. Ronald Acuna, gold cup card. So he counts them, goes through every card. He's had a second chance to look through $5. Hand him a $5 bill, and I go back. I was happy, but I didn't know how happy I would end up being, learning that one of these cards was $400. So I go back, and I get a second, and I splay out all the cards, again, not knowing what I had, and I splayed them all out, And my buddy Frank on Twitter quote tweets my picture and says, "Can you spot the $400 card Bo just bought for a quarter?" And that got the wheels turning, and I'm like, okay. So then I went to eBay. That's when I discovered, holy crap, it's a $400 card. There are some on eBay in the $300 to $400 range listed, not sold, but one did sell for $400 back in March. And again, I'm talking about this Ronald Acuna super short print from 2019 opening day rally time. So I was very happy with that. Now here's the conundrum. Knowing what you know now, would you go back and tell the dealer? And I don't think so. I didn't. And I don't see anything wrong with that. And here's why. Because I'm a dealer myself. I set up 20, 25 card shows a year with bargain boxes. And if somebody pulled this card out and bought it and brought it back to me after learning it's a $400 card and said, "Hey, just so you know, I bought this card out of your box for 25 cents, but it actually sells for $400. And you know, as a seller, what I would say to them, good for you. Bad on me. I should have been paying closer attention. That's how I look at it. And I'm a dealer. And that's actually happened to me before, where I had a $50 Klay Thompson Prism rookie card in one of my 25-cent boxes. And the buyer, it was actually at a Madison card show. The buyer, bought a bunch of cards out of my boxes. And I just didn't do my due diligence looking up some of the cards. Okay, this is Klay Thompson. I'm going to throw it in the quarter box. Somebody's going to get a good deal. It might be worth a couple bucks. I didn't know it was 50. They came up to me and they're like, "I didn't know if you would want to know that you had a $50 card in your 25-cent box." And I'm like, "No, actually, this is great." And there were people digging through my boxes at the time. That's what better publicity, promotion, advertising of your own boxes than when somebody comes up, a happy customer comes up and says, "Hey, I just found a $50 card out of your quarter box last week." And I'm like, "Hey, good for you." Like, I'm not going to ask him for my card back. It's like, that's how I approached it. I didn't go back to the dealer and say, "Hey, look at this. I pulled this out of your 25-cent box. One sold last month for $400. I'm not going to do that. And it's just, because a lot of these cards I pull out of the boxes, I'll pull them out and they may sell for $10. I'm not going to go to every dealer and say, "Hey, I pulled a $20 card out of your dollar box." It's just, that's not how I do things. And I'm on the other side of the table a lot. And if people do want to do that, and more power, like I enjoy, like, what did I miss? Because sometimes it gives me something to look at. And it's like, I didn't know what rally time was. Now I do. I didn't know what Dunkin' Go Nuts were until listening to other podcasts. And so now I'm on the lookout because people like me may not have the knowledge of that. And they may sneak into those bargain boxes and you can find a good deal. So always look through the bargain boxes and maybe you'll find a deal. And that's how I found a $400 card and paid 25 cents. Thanks for watching.